What's up, guys? It is
Gersh1
and the Sound Alchemist here, back again in another episode of For the Greater Wah! And today we are continuing answering your questions. And our featured question comes from
Dina Kirk. Now she says, question. Now remember, if you want to ask us a question for next week, just comment down below and write question right before you give us your question. She or he, well, Dina, so says, if a lost Primarch were to be found alive, how would that affect the lore?
Just one or both?
Just loyalist. She put in parentheses, loyalist would be found alive. Because in reality, the traitors are alive. Just GW doesn't use them. But we're getting a motto for Magnus the Red. Yeah.
I don't know. If I feel like if they were found alive, it'd be more like, how, why is this heresy? Like I don't feel like they'd like take them into the Imperium.
Yeah.
Like willy nilly.
Yeah. The only Primarch that I believe that if like he was found alive, it wouldn't be that big of a like civil war or a big like inner struggle is Guilliman. Because Guilliman is just basically in like stasis, right? He's like a saint. He's asleep or whatever. So if he were to wake up, it's not like they ever did anything to the body. The body's probably been in an altar, since the beginning. So it's not like it was tampered or anything like that. But yeah, like if Vulcan came back, if Leman Russ came back, anything like that, I think it would be like whoa, hold up, wait. And then they would attack.
I think their chapter itself, they'd probably like be cool about it, but everybody else would be like, why?
Yeah, that is true. So other chapters, especially like second founding chapters, would be like, why should we, like the Minotaur Minotaurs, right? Why would they see the new Primarch as like a authority figure? If like they, number one, answer to the Inquisition, and then number two, they're not part of that legion or whatever.
It's like, we've been doing this by ourselves and we're doing just fine. Who are you to take command?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because a Primarch is just a general. So I think there would be a conflict if one of them were to be alive. Even if Guilliman, I think conflict wouldn't be as crazy, but I think there'll still be conflict. Next question.
Question by Ruari Walsh Kelly. What happened to Loken Erebus after his failed assassination?
Loken Erebus.
I haven't done their lore yet. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Give us time.
Yep. Let's see. Next question comes from Ernesto Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Would you like Liam Neeson to voice a chapter master in the Dawn of War games? Liam Neeson is the guy. He's Qui-Gon Jinn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but I always feel like these Primarchs have like a British accent.
Yeah.
Except for Leman Russ.
Or Jagatai Khan.
Right. Yeah. Because that's just the way they portray them. They're not like British.
Right.
This one's by Alf High. What's your favorite Chaos God? Which one would you worship if you had to?
Well, that changes according to my circumstances. If I'm about to go to the gym, Korn. If I'm feeling a little frisky, Slanesh. If I feel like throwing up,
which he does right now.
I do. Miracle. And then if I'm like thinkative, or if I'm thinking about stuff, or I'm at work, Zinch.
I have to say Zeech. Just keep
all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be Korn, but after I kept reading about how his like awesome, strong bloodthirsters and blood champions always got beat, like, how are you going to be the god of anger and blood and skulls and fighting when your own champions lose a lot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his whole thing is a little contradicting because he wants skulls for his throne, So some of his champions, yeah, like you said, are gonna lose because he wants their skulls. Great images, though.
Oh yeah.
Next question comes from Alf High. What is your favorite? You went to the bottom.
Yeah, I went to the bottom.
Oh, okay. So I'll go to the top. Let's see.
Well, he's going to the top. I got one from Kung Eric. Could an orc weird boy become the strongest psyker in the universe with enough orcs in his WoW?
If he believed it, yeah. Yeah, because they feed off the same way as like a orc war boss, except it's like the psychic powers of all the orcs.
Yeah. But would it? Because I know orcs are like goofy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, would his warp powers work all the time?
No. So like the thing about any warp head, and warp heads are like the sophisticated psychers. Even though they have, a good control, it's not comparable to a librarian or what have you. The power itself is stronger, but the control isn't there.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So technically they can't become the powerfulest psyker because it'd be like it won't work 100% of the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you gauge what the powerfulest means.
Right.
In terms of like, I think just raw energy, I think they could just spew out vomit that burns an entire planet. Like it burns the core of the planet and then the planet destroys itself. That'd be really cool. But he might actually like try to throw up and then like butterflies come out or something.
Right. I was thinking squigs, but yeah.
Butterfly squigs. They're still ugly. Gabriel Castro says, do you think we will ever see the Tyrannid Queen or Hive Mind, main Hive Mind? If so, what do you think it would look like? No, I don't think we're ever gonna see a queen, and I don't think that there is. Like the Hive Mind is like the cloud. You can't. I mean, I guess you could go to a server, but like the cloud itself is just non-existent.
It's not a physical thing.
Yeah, there you go. Like money.
But I mean, if there was, I feel like there's just like this huge, like queen from like Aliens, like the Xenomorph. I don't know, something like that.
If it was, yeah.
This one's by Random Realistic Tone. Do you think the Blood Ravens will end up falling to Khorne out of their searching for the truth about their history as a chapter?
Who? Blood Ravens?
Blood Ravens. So the main chapter that we've been following through all these Dawn of War games.
Oh, I need to replay Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a possibility. There always is. GW likes to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like to
keep it kind of open-ended.
Yeah, and then tragedy too. They really like to hit Space Marine chapters with tragedy. So yeah, maybe. LTLM question: what would Liam Neeson and the Sean Bean be in Warhammer 40k? So Liam Neeson would be, what kind of Primarch could he be? Would he be a Primarch?
I feel like he's got the balls to do so. I mean, he plays like God and like the tough guy in all the movies.
Yeah. Would he be the Emperor? I could see it.
I could see him being the Emperor because as of right now, I can't picture anybody else playing him.
Yeah. And then Sean Bean. Who's Sean Bean?
The guy from Game of Thrones, Eddard Stark. The guy from Lord of the Rings.
Lehman Russ.
Yeah, I could see him being that. Because he's like Starks and wolves and all that.
He just has that Irish look to him. And I feel that's what Lehman Russ is, right? He's Irish.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably has huge calves. I think that's what Irish people are known for, having huge calves. Yeah. Not in an offensive way.
And he's talking about not the baby cows, right?
No, like your feet.
Feet calves?
Yeah.
Foot calves?
That's something good, because there's a lot of men at gyms that try to work out their calves, and it's like pointless.
Right. The only good calves that I know of are the basketball team. And that's
Cavaliers, yeah. We beat. Never mind.
On to the next question.
Yeah.
Chaos God Slanesh.
Ooh.
Can the Kroot become psychers? If they eat enough psychers or races that have psychic potential, Can they become psychers and therefore help the Tau in warp traveling? That's a good question.
That's a good ride around, or work around. For the future of Warhammer 40k, Tau need time or space travel. Provide that.
But honestly, I think the ethereals, however, which way is it? Is it ethereals or ethereals? Because I always get this wrong. But I think they wouldn't like that. Because I feel like psychic powers would affect their control over the Tau. So if that did happen and the crew did become as psychers, then I think the ethereals would probably somehow manipulate the Tau into fighting and killing off the crew. So civil war in a way.
Cool. Nick Dow, better question. If somebody actually made female space marines, would you even be able to tell? The gene seed implants that alter physiology and body chemistry, the hormone therapy, and all the encompassing suits of armor, of all which would cover or completely remove any female sexual characteristics, it would be like trying to tell the sex of a lizard. Yeah, but it's Warhammer 40k, so if there were female Warhammer 40, or if there were female space marines, they'll probably be wearing some sort of armored bikinis, because that sells.
Right. Think Leia in Star Wars.
Yeah, and then also Sisters of Battle. You can tell the Sisters of Battle are women because they got breastplates. They have long hair. Even the ones that wear the helmets, they look very feminine. They have the hourglass shape. Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's a good comment.
This one's by Cultist. If a fifth Chaos God were made, what emotion or thing would he be the dark god of?
He would be the dark god of... Well, what are the 7 deadly sins, right? So it's like
gluttony. Lust, gluttony, which...
I already covered.
Yeah. Wrath, corn. Pride, envy.
Okay, something with pride or envy. Because I guess Slaanesh and Tzeentch would kind of...
Yeah, they kind of encompass that.
But like the whole point is that they all Chaos Gods encompass each other in a certain way.
You also got like Sloth, which is just being lazy, which I guess is kind of Nurgle.
Nurgle, yeah.
Yeah. And you got Greed.
Which one would you like to see?
Like if I had to pick a sin and make that into a god?
Yeah. Or any negative emotion.
The god of like sorrow, since there's so much like death and destruction. It'd be like depressing. The god of depression.
Yeah, he touches you and you just like instantly drop. Like your muscle relaxes and you just don't want to do anything because you're so sad.
It's like, should I fight for the emperor? No, he hates you.
Yeah, that'd be cool because it'd be like a mind thing. Ogrelin. He says, regarding the Chaos Gods, are they formed from emotions? If they are, how come there only seems to be negative emotions present? That's a good question, and like something that's been floating around in a lot of the lore stories is that the Emperor might be might be empowered by the positive emotions, or he is creating his own like God, I guess. He's becoming his own God through the happiness and whatnot. That, and I mean, when you live in a universe where like you're born into a soldier mentality, I don't think there's not that much happiness going around.
Yeah, that's true.
Next question.
This one's by Confused Tech Priest. He's like, where do you guys find the pictures for your videos?
Google, DeviantArt,
Black Library.
The wiki page.
There's a Facebook page that's like Warhammer 40k artwork. They got cool stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically wherever we can get our hands on.
Instagram, Flickr, Pinterest,
Tinder,
Grindr, Slaanesh, all day.
Pornhub for Slaanesh sometimes.
XNXX.
X-Hamster.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's enough for you guys to keep you busy. So, On to the next question.
It's Jacob Morris. Mental Cookie 2. What's the demon chain of command? Do you know? Prince, Greater Demon.
Isn't it like just demon and then lesser demon, and then there's like...
Yes, lesser demon, greater demon, champion, prince, Primarch, and then, well, Primarch, I guess you can throw it in with the
demon prince.
Yeah. And then the god itself.
Petrus Erasmus. Have you ever made or will ever think about making Warhammer Fantasy videos? By the way, the Total War game is a full-on strategy game, so it should be amazing.
Yep. I said I wanted to play with it, but I don't have time, and my computer's slow as hell. So
yeah, fantasy.
Yes, maybe someday in the future. We're doing really good in terms of the amount of subscribers that we're getting, and you guys are awesome. Like seriously, you guys keep commenting. 90% of you guys are positive commenters. The other 10% are not. But yeah, so maybe yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's whatever you guys want. So if you guys want it, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Age of Sigmar or fantasy? Cause
right. Next question comes from Dragon Punch 903. Who would you guys want to challenge for mini wargaming? Ooh, what's your answer?
I want to go against Dave. I feel like his banter would make any game interesting, and I want to see my Tau go up against him.
Yeah, I would really like to go up against probably Matt, because I feel he'll beat me.
Well, he beats everybody.
Yeah. But, like, I think he'll beat me in a... Like, I feel like the game that we play is going to be on point. Because he says it a bunch of times, and I think it's true, that he caters his army to what you're bringing. So, it's going to be challenging. He's going to win, but it's going to be challenging. And that's what makes it fun. And those are the questions for this week.
Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the positive feedback and the negative, because constructive criticism is a thing.
Comment down below for next week, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, as always, I'm the Sound Alchemist. He is
Gershwan.
We are One Mind Syndicate, and we're out of here.